Thanks for clicking on our faces. So, welcome to Unpopular Review, UPRE. We're here to talk about the newest release with Nicolas Cage. It's called Renfield, and I'm not here alone. I have a friend, and her name is Danny. Danny, introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, I'm Danny. It's nice to meet you.
She's underselling herself. She's awesome. She cosplays. She's on Twitch. What's your Twitch?
Oh yeah, it's Danny Say So.
Danny Say So. So follow her on Twitch.
It's my first time, y'all. Again, so work with me.
We'll get there.
She's get there.
But tonight we're talking about Renfield. Now, I feel like this movie doesn't get enough marketing or something. Like, it's not enough people talking about this movie, because when I saw the commercial for it or the trailer, and I was intrigued instantly, right? Because it's like this creepy dark comedy in a way, but it's, featuring vampires. It's got Nicolas Cage, and love him or hate him, he always does like something interesting, right? He's always doing something. What did you feel about Nicolas Cage's Dracula?
So first of all, when I first saw the preview, it was Renfield that I saw in it. I didn't even know Nicolas Cage was in it. So I was like, oh, this looks good. But then when I saw him, I felt this movie is about to be ass. And like, don't get me wrong, like, I love Nicolas Cage. I really do. There's like a skit out that was like, Nicolas Cage doesn't turn down any movie. And it's like the funniest thing. I have to send it to you later, but I was actually very surprised. He was amazing. I loved him in it. I really did. Like, he was so like funny. Like, I didn't think he was actually gonna be funny. And he had like times in the movie where he actually pulled it off and he was like a little scary. And so I'm like, this is like the same Nicolas Cage that I'm like used to. I'm thinking he's gonna like bomb this movie and it's just gonna be like one of those, but no, I was surprised.
He's very camp. I feel like in his old age he's getting more and more camp as the years go by. He definitely brings like a certain like extraness to the role. Like, it's something that's just a little bit above how you would expect, right?
Extraness is a good word. Yeah, I would definitely use that to describe it.
And the special effects, right? Not the special effects. The what's it called? The makeup. I forget what it's called.
What?
What's the name of it? What's the technical? I forget. But how they made him look after like the burns.
Oh yeah.
And after like he was trying to piece himself together when they just moved into a new city. He looked so gross and disgusting. I was like, hats off to whoever put that together. Because it was
crazy.
Gross.
It was crazy.
But as far as Renfield goes, now this is played by what's his name, Nicholas Hoult, and he's been in like a lot of like, I feel like he's like a younger Johnny Depp. You know how Johnny Depp used to take like those like offbeat roles, like Edward Scissorhands and stuff like that. I feel like this is what Nicholas Hoult does. Like, he was in, was it I Heart Vampires or something, where he was like, I Heart Zombies, or where he was playing like a zombie or something, for like a couple years ago.
I don't even know. The last thing that I saw him in that I absolutely love him in is the Great on Hulu, where he plays they're in Russia, and he's like the king there or whatever, and he marries this girl, and she's like slowly taking over his empire. It's so good. You just gotta watch it. It's so good. But that's the last thing that I saw him in, and he is amazing. He's a total asshole throughout, but somehow you manage to fall in love with him as the seasons, I should say, go on. But he's actually a real piece of shit in the show.
Oh damn! I might have to check it out, because way back in the day, when he was like a kid, he was in this show called Skins, and it's like British Degrassi. It's pretty good, and that's why I remember originally seeing him. But since then, I feel like he takes like these kind of like off roles, like something's always like a little odd or like eerie about it, and him as Renfield really caught with me, because we get to see that this is this dependent, anxious attachment style relationship he has with Dracula, right?
That was definitely
and Dracula
like
is just like this complete narcissistic master. He calls him his master, like just not letting him thrive and be the Renfield that he could be through all of these years. He's been his familiar for like hundreds of years or something like that, right?
Wait, what do you mean let him be the Renfield that he can be?
Renfield, I feel like he shrunk himself because being around the greatness of Dracula, like Dracula is Dracula. Renfield, I feel like he shrunk himself to be that dependent, to be that familiar for him. Because once he got out of the relationship, you see, he was, coming into himself. Like he brought back all of the support folks. He was trying to do something for him. He was trying to live independently. Look, he got his own little studio apartment. He was kicking A. He had them bugs. It was kicking A. So I feel like this is the Renfield he could have been.
He had to eat the bugs to get his power.
I liked it. I liked that he had to eat the bugs.
Like, I can understand like why they wouldn't like say overturned him or anything like that, because he still had to get around in the daytime and all that. But as far as him having independence, he was his slave. What do you mean? Like, it's Dracula. I'm a Dracula fan over here. So
boo.
No.
That was the name of the movie, by the way. It wasn't called I Heart Zombies. It was called Warm Bodies that he was in when he was playing a zombie. But keep going.
I wanted, like, I was more rooting for Nicolas Cage in this, because I'm like, he was right. Like, I gave you everything. Like, you came to me. You left.
He manipulated him.
I did not manipulate him.
He manipulated this impressionable man and forced him into this like indentured servitude for generations. No. And then it was like he was so overbearing to the point that Renfield couldn't even form a personality separate from him for hundreds of years.
So you're supporting that victim mentality that
I'm Team Renfield, okay? He needed help. He needed some assistance. He needed some therapy to identify his issues.
First of all, let me put it out there that Dracula didn't even get that much airtime. Renfield, no, he was a slave, and I feel like that was his place in it. They did not give Dracula enough airtime, which I thought was bullshit, because he's like, they like belittled him. I feel like belittled his character, like making him seem like this plain old bully, and that's not what it was. like I said, he came to him for the deal. I don't want to give away too much of the movie because I don't know, like, if people are gonna see it.
Oh no, feel free. We're spoilers on this show. Full spoilers if you're watching. We go into full spoilers, so keep that in mind. Where's my little alert? Spoilers.
He's out good. He said to him, like, I didn't use my powers to manipulate you. I didn't have to. Like, you did everything on your own. You made every decision on your own. You left your family on your own. You got all these people killed on your own. And now you want to turn around and play victim because he's ready to go off? No.
Here's the thing.
Renfield's a bomb.
Here's the thing. Dracula didn't have to use any additional powers because the guy is thousands of years old. He's had thousands of years to craft this whole manipulation. I'm sure he's read the what's it called, the Art of Power or whatever that book is. So he knows how to manipulate without going into his repertoire of
we're not about to bring that tactics, the what is it called? No, I know the book. We're not about to bring that in.
He definitely knows. He could write it himself. He's thousands of years old. So he manipulated poor Renfield. And I do feel like it could have served the movie a little more if Nicolas Cage got some more screen time. But I understand. It's called Renfield. So Renfield got to be on the screen. I get it. What do you feel about Rebecca, the cop? Like, what do you feel about her storyline, her character?
Well, first of all, I love the actress in general. I feel like every movie that she's in is just fucking hilarious.
It's like Aquafina or something.
Aquafina, yes. That's a dope ass name.
I'm like, is that a stage name or is that a real name?
I think that's her real name. I don't know. It might not be her real name. She didn't wow me. Like she was cool, and that's all like I feel like I can say about her in the movie. Like when she's that weird kind of. Did you pick up a love interest thing kind of going on there?
Yeah, they were definitely hinting at some chemistry there.
And I know it was only an hour and a half, but they didn't really have anything to go off of, so I wasn't feeling it. Like they were trying to do that. I was like, I don't ship this. I can't. No.
I kind of felt the vibe. Like I was like, okay, I don't feel like it's like a deep romance. Like I don't think they'll have like an epic romance or anything like that. But it's okay. He's out and about trying to explore his newfound independence, and he sees a little lady that's giving him some attention. He's like, all right, let's explore this.
So it's about to be like a quick smash.
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fair.
And her character, like I feel like she, Aquafina, she kind of gets typecasted into like these same roles a little bit. Like I feel like this character is very reminiscent of other characters that she's played in other movies. But I enjoyed it for what it was. Like I thought she added, what needed to be. She grounded the movie because it is very supernatural, dealing with Renfield and dealing with Dracula. So she brought the human aspect that was needed to bring it more down to like ground level, to like human level, our world type of situation.
Yeah,
I like that. But honestly, when it came to the whole mafia storyline, I was like, this is a little much. I feel like we could have did without the mafia storyline, in my opinion.
I was kind of running with it. I thought that they were gonna do like a whole because you know how they said they were broke and all of that. I thought, oh, he's gonna use his family and get back into power. I'm over here adding plot to the movie that didn't happen, so I'm like, okay. Like I said, I wanted him to win. I wanted him to win. I loved the scene in the studio apartment where he ran up on him.
Oh yeah, with the glass of the wine glass of eyes. Oh, you was really about to come and bring me dinner? Really?
Yeah, really? Yeah. What time is that? Yeah. No, that whole scene was
the funniest part to me was how Renfield decided to decorate this goddamn apartment. Like it was a mess. Like who put this together? He had like wallpaper and all these like pastel colors, and he's already pasty, so pastels ain't about to do him no good.
No.
He was coming to the AA meetings all rag-a-tag, looking a mess. And I also like the fact that he's been trying to be a good guy for a while. He was in these meetings not to scout for innocence. He was trying to figure out, okay, who are the people harassing the innocents? Who are the people that, can be disposed of? And they had some really good fight scenes in this movie that I wanted to highlight. It was like action packed for the most. It's like as soon as you watch the movie, like within the first, I want to say 20 minutes, there's a fight scene that goes on. It's like between him and like Bane, I want to call it. I was born in the dark.
We're not giving him that. No, we're not giving him Bane.
And it was good because it was really gory. It was like, if that's your thing, yeah, you definitely got plenty of gore in this movie.
Very gory.
And yeah, just some kick-ass scenes. And when he eats the bugs, he gets like this whole power up. I liked it. I think it grounded it into it. It kept us in that creepy aspect. Like there's a lot of comedy in this movie. There's a lot of things going on. And I feel like the bug thing kind of like, okay, yeah, reminded us that, yeah, this is creepy. This is a familiar. This isn't like, just this normal guy. He's a little creepy. Something going on with him. And I like that.
I definitely wasn't expecting the amount of gore that was in it. Like I don't have an issue with gore or anything like that, but my face like every 10 minutes I'm like,
I love the violence. I love the movie.
My God. the blood, give me the blood. It was so much, but it was good, and the fight scenes were definitely fucking good too. Like, I didn't think he was gonna be like that.
Overall, just to wrap up the episode, how do you feel? Do you want to give, if you had to guess, if you had to pick, thumbs up or thumbs down for this movie?
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
All right.
Only because it went beyond my expectation. I laughed. I actually was invested in the characters. And I was thinking, like, would I actually recommend this movie to people? I'm not going around saying, oh, y'all should watch Renfield. But if I had, like, people over or something like that, we're putting on a movie, I'd put it on. I'd put on Renfield. So that's about as much as it gets for me. And Nicolas Cage, good job.
Oh, you're a new fan for Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Okay,
Now I
okay,
am.
I can dig it. I too am going to give this movie a thumbs up. And honestly, I'm a big fan of this movie. I didn't go in expecting much. But when I got there, I was entertained. I was invested in the characters, like you said, and which is a pretty good feat considering the movie's only like an hour and 30 minutes long. So I enjoyed it. If you like movie violence, if you like a little creepy, a little comedy, a dash of romance, I feel like this movie had it all. So I too am going to give it a thumbs up. I enjoyed it. I may even go see it for a second time because I enjoyed it that much. But that is all. Don't forget to like the video if you like the video. Don't forget to follow Danny on Twitch at Danny Say So. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
All right. And don't forget to join us on Instagram at Unpopular Review. I'm See the Superior. That is Danny Say So. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.
See you.